Welcome guys to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a showcase video. So it's the first one I've done in a while, and well, I'm pretty excited to do this one because this is one of the largest ships I've seen in Minecraft. This was built by Lillidde. I've showcased some of the ships in the past, and so yeah, I'm very ready to showcase this. This is the Everest. So again, this is one of the larger ships I've seen, especially custom ships. You see a lot of like a lot of Royal Caribbean ships built. This is one of the largest custom ships I've done, and well, I add context to it that is done in a 1-to-1 scale. So I'm very excited to get into this. Obviously, this is going to go as most of my showcases do, or my just cruise ship tours in general, where I do a brief 360 view of the outside and then we move on to the inside. Obviously, the ship is so large, I'm not going to be able to showcase everything inside of the ship, so I'm pretty much going to be just going through each district one by one, and that's a unique thing about this ship, is that it's split up into different districts. Ultimately, I believe that's going to help my tour, make it a little easier for me to go through everything and know where I am. And yep, so here's the stern of the ship, which originally just blew me away with it because it's just very unique, with the sort of penthouse, 2-floor balconies up there in the aft, and then the asymmetry of it. And yep, but obviously we'll go into further detail later on in the tour as we go through this 360 view. So from my calculations, okay, just rolled at it, I believe that the dimension of the ship is 400 blocks long and 49 blocks wide, at least at the waterline. So that is pretty large. Unfortunately, I'm not very familiar with meters, but I should know that that is large. So that is the exterior. Now we can move on into the interior. So here we are on deck 3, and the first thing I'm going to be showing off is a cabin room, and it's a very simple ocean view cabin. Here's the hallways, if you guys are wondering what they look like. And then now we can go inside of the room. So it's got your basic layout. Obviously you have your bed, lamp, TV, window out there, which you can't see into the ocean a little bit. Giant mirror, some cabinets, hooks, and then more cabinets, and then the bathroom here, which is a full-size bathroom with a toilet, sink, mirror, and a full-size shower. And a detail I did want to point out is using a loom as a shower drain. I thought that was very, very smart, and I really liked it a lot. Fortunately, I don't really use these full-size bathrooms because my ships are not this large typically, but that is a detail I will certainly remember in further instances. So yeah, now we can move on to the entertainment decks. Alright, we are here all the way on the forward of deck 5. As you can see, we have some passengers joining us for the video, but this is the Regal Theater. So this is the main theater aboard the ship, and there's a lot of passengers in here. Wow. But yeah, this is the theater. I believe it spans 3 decks, including 1 deck up here, 2 decks down here. And yep, so you have your main stage. You have these really, really nice light fixtures. I really enjoy these a lot. Very modern design, and you have really nice ceiling designs up here with the, I believe there's a polished deep slate, and then quartz, and then you have your nice spotlights, and then again with the light fixtures, very nice. Also, prismarine seats, really like that. That's one of the blocks I've been using a lot, and especially on this new ship that I'm starting after Empress, I'm using prismarine a lot. And then yeah, so that is the theater. And then now we can come back up here and go through deck 5 pretty much. So you have this nice little bar right outside the theater. You have these nice little paintings, art fixtures, which is really nice. I really enjoy that a lot. You have a library right here, squeeze through here. So very simple library with your nice windows so you can read while looking out at the ocean. Very, very nice color set here. I like the brown with the copper seats, and then obviously the bookshelves, and then the nice little beacons, which give a nice little, it's a nice little lighting in here. Yep. Now we can move on. Some nice greenery, and then the L'Or coffee house, which is a nice little coffee area. We can get a nice little cafe where you can get your coffee. So again, very nice. Nice little railing here. Yeah, again, very nice. I like the diorite too. I don't think I've ever used diorite on a ship before, but it's definitely a unique block. But it's incorporated there very well. So again, more art. And this brings us to the first main restaurant. I believe there's 3, maybe 4. Not too sure, but we'll find out eventually. But this is the Icefall restaurant. So one thing about this line, his cruise line, is that it's the Burge line, which is mountain. So all of his ships are named after mountains. So this being Everest makes sense that it's the largest. And with Everest, what do you associate with it a lot? Ice and snow. So we have the Icefall restaurant. So got your nice open area here with your very, very nice. I like the. I believe this is dark prismarine. It's very nice color. It's green, I think. I don't know. I'm a little colorblind, so, but that is okay. But yeah, so this is one of your dining rooms, and then another nice detail is the seating being more luxurious with the taller, the back of the seat. Yeah. Nice prismarine wall over here. Yeah, seating all around, and then the kitchen over here. I'll take a peek. Nice looking kitchen, very nice. And so, yep, nice open area. And then another thing about this dining room, I will say, is that the positioning of it is definitely unique. As typically, when you have a long area here, like this with the open area, typically this will be facing the front of the ship and this will be facing the back. This is facing the side of the ship. So it's positioned in an area because there's hallways on the other side of this wall. So I thought it was very unique in how it was positioned. I really, really like it. Yeah, now I can move on. So we can either go left or right. We'll go left. We'll go to the Bellagio Winery. You see, oh wow, okay. I don't actually think I've seen this area before on the ship since it's so big, but yeah, it's definitely caught me by surprise with the taller ceiling. But yeah, you have your winery. So here you have the holes in the wall which you put the wine in, and then you have a little back area here where there's more wine. So yeah, I really like this. Wow, the plants or leaves falling from the ceiling like this with the taller ceiling makes you feel like you're in an actual winery somewhere in Italy, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, now we can move on to the Cluckenbell. Great reference. Really like that. So you have a Cluckenbell. Great restaurant. Never been there. You should. Yeah, it's your Cluckenbell. Yeah, nice area. Again, with the tall ceiling. It's a common theme on the ship. And we can pass through here. On the other side, you have the Pizza Planet. Another great area where if you haven't eaten there, you probably should. Yeah, Pizza Planet. Nice pizza place. Trash. That's important. Nice little art on the wall. And yeah. Oh, and the ovens back here too. That's neat. Actually look like pizza ovens. Alright, now we can move here. So this is, I believe there's a name for it on the other side. I believe it's it's the party district. Okay. So actually, I'll start here. So this is the party district. So this is one of those unique districts that span 2 decks. So here you have the comedy club. It's the Chief's Comedy Lounge. So in here you have your stage again with the 2 seating. You have very nice detail here where the almost like the air conditioning is exposed because there's no ceiling, which is nice. I don't know what that is, but nonetheless, good. Stage here. There's a door back here with a nice little behind the scenes area, or like a break area with the vending machine. So you have your stage with your microphone. Very nice area with the seating all around, again with the copper seats. Really enjoy that. Yep, pretty much an area you just get bad comedy. Sometimes it's good, but it's rare. Nonetheless, very nice area. And then across from here you have the Captain's Keg Pub, which is a bar area aboard the ship. So very nice sort of rustic detailing here. The seating, the main bar. Also love the details on the bar with the little fridge right there, and then it's more like a root beer can. And then a sink, and a giant like mirror, I think, and then a staircase up here to the second deck of the bar, which has a nice overhang. Really like this. Really, really like this. And you got some nice windows that go out to the lifeboat deck. So again, another very nice area. Anvils. Anvils. I used to use anvils a lot on ships back in like 2018. I think on the Ocean Silhouette, which I toured on this channel, I used anvils a lot, and I don't think I've used them since. But now, looking at this, I really want to use them. So, yeah, nonetheless, very nice area. And I also love the incorporating the way these logs are facing. Really like that. Really neat way, an easy way to add detail to a ship is by doing that. So now we can move on here, back out here. This is the Block Burger. So this is your nice little burger place. So got this very large drink machine here. Nice little lanterns up there that are hooked onto the wall. And you just have your order here, pick up here. Nice little kitchen with the windows like that. And then seating. And again, very nice detailing up there. And then again, the stairs here is a very, very neat detail. I really like that. I really like how each of these areas, they have similar colors, using wood a lot. But they all look very unique, which I like a lot. And then another nice detail area with the walls, just adding some texture to the wall to make it look nice. And then here's a fun area here. This is the mirror. I thought this was really neat. I just think it looks cool. I don't know. I like looking down there. But it is a thing you'd see in like a mall, which, yeah, the mirror. Looks nice. All right, over here. Live tonight, karaoke bar. It's a little karaoke bar. One thing that stands out here, the carpet. That's the first thing I noticed. This carpet is very colorful, and I like it. It's a nice little contrast to the walls. Looks nice. And then again, with the open ceiling, the air conditioning exposed, and then the sort of lanterns coming down from the ceiling, and they're both different colors, which is very nice detailing. And then a bar back here, more windows, more seating. I think these are red nether brick. Which is, again, nice seating choice. And you can select the song up here, sing karaoke, and it's fun. And then the signs also matching the colors of the lights is another fantastic detail. Then over here, the Afterlife nightclub, which is 18 plus. Per usual. Again, very nice area, more of a green theme to it. Green and a dark gray. So nice area here. The colors on the ceiling are very nice. Or not the colors, but the lights on the ceiling going around. And then the obviously dance floor, and then the staircase up here to the second floor of the nightclub. And then there's another entrance up here. And then you have a muster station out here, and you can look out at the night water. And then more seating back there. So another great area. Nice little nightclub. So every ship needs one of those. And then across from here, there is the Bergline Brewery, which is like a brand brewery aboard the ship. And this is great. Wow. Okay, you got your massive tanks where they actually brew the beer themselves, with the bar. Nice lanterns coming down utilizing the chains. And then over here, you get the brewery info. Bergline's latest innovation. Bergline Brewery is a bar with beer brewed on board the ship. First featured on the Everest class ships, BL has started a new franchise, and you have the Burge IPA, which is Burge's homebrew IPA, 6.5% alcohol, fruity and fun. Hopefully it tastes good, unlike most IPAs, but Burge Lager, inspired by various German lagers, BL's own lager is the best-selling beer in the BL fleet. It's a 7% alcohol, bitter and refreshing. 7% alcohol for beer, that is... sounds good. Sounds refreshing. Yeah. Wish I could have one right now. It'd actually be very nice. Especially in this really hot weather here. Yeah. Nonetheless. Sorry, I got distracted there. Oh, we're back here. Right, okay, I started over there. Okay, oh, another detail here. Pizza, arrow. Very nice. There's no way to actually get there, though. You'd have to go here. Nonetheless, I think there's something up here. Restaurant. More seating down here. Oh, yeah, there is something. Okay, Costa del Sol, Tapas Bar. So this is, wow. I will say, something I like about the shaders I'm using is that the lights actually emit different colored lights. So this is more of a warmer, and then out here with the beacons, it's more of a cooler color, which I think is very important to how a ship looks, because you can tell that this is designed to look warmer, and then this is designed to look cooler, and it matches the walls, and especially in here. So that's something I will say. Nonetheless, oh yeah, they're complementary unbound shaders if you're wondering. But in here, this is a nice little lounge area. So again, with the copper seats, very, very nice. Very nice bar over here. Really like the details here on the bar. You are sacrificing the actual bar seats themselves, but I think it's nice to switch it up every once in a while and actually add details to the bar area themselves. That is something you'd see on a ship, but with Minecraft, you can't really do that because typically you have seats covering it, but this is very nice. And then again, muster station back there. You got some nice mud bricks on the floor, which I believe, oh, okay, those are just nether bricks. They look red because of the lights, but yeah, nonetheless, great wall fixtures here with the detail, using the wood and then the little hidden sandstone there as a contrast color. Very, very nice. Yeah, that log is facing the wrong direction. Okay, there we go. And then here, nice little detail here using the stairs. Again, very nice. And then trapdoors, using trapdoors as a seat. There's a table missing here. All right. Using trapdoors as a seat, as a table, that's something I've started to do, especially in the later construction of Empress. I think it's just very nice. All right. Nonetheless, that brings us back to the theater. So now we can move on to the next district. All right, this is the next district of the ship. This is the Centrum. This is the central atrium area. And the first thing we'll look at is Mount Everest. Obviously, this is the mountain the ship is named after. If you don't know, it's the tallest mountain in the world. So, yeah. All right, so this is the atrium of the ship, pretty much. There's a lot to go over here. So I'll just go over here. Do not, okay, those are just some doors. So you have guest services over here. Over here, another nice little, very nice, God. Somewhat like the statues on this ship are incredibly nice, like the niche details. I just love it. All right, shore excursion on the other side. You got your elevators that go all the way down, all the way up, and then here, this is the sort of main atrium area. This thing spans 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. 5 decks, very large. But it is a large ship, so it makes sense. You got this really, really nice light fixture here. Goes up each way. Another thing I really like is how this open area is there. There's a deck here, and then there's another open area here. That is really nice and very well done with a little middle area here. And so there's a snapshot photo gallery. So there's like a photo gallery on the ship, and it's sunset. I kind of want to look at the sunset right now, or sunrise. Look at that, very nice. And you can see where the central area is. So let me fix this real quick. All right, now we can move on. So photo gallery here. This is your photo gallery on a cruise ship. If you've never been on a cruise ship, they go around, take photos of you. They also have areas where you can like pose for photos with the family or with anybody you want. So this is where you find them. You pretty much look up your cabin ID on here, and then it shows up. And then they also have the you have the digital, and then the, I forgot the word for it. The photos show up here. That's all you need to know. Then you can buy them. So, yep. And then I think there's something on the other side. Yep, there's a bar area, pretty much just a central lounge area as a pretty much connector to the first and second half of the ship. So you got the drum set over here. Very nice. And then a bar. More circular bar, which is nice. And yeah, that is it for the central area. We'll check out that later. Yep. All right, now we can move on to the third one. This is the shopping district. So here you have Stone Island. Looks like a clothes shop. I believe there was probably armor stands in here, but they got deleted because I exported the ship, even though he didn't tell me to do it. Or he told me not to export it, but I like the ocean, so sorry. At least the custom heads came in though. Yeah, you got some basic shopping. This is a clothes shop, so you have your dressing rooms over here, and you can check them out there. On the other side, you have the First Line gift shop, which is your brand shop. So 2 floors, nice signs. Really like the sign details. Yeah, so you can just get like cruise ship models, a globe apparently. That looks like a football. Maybe it is. And then a bird. Oh, is that a Furby? Or is that what those things are called? I have no idea. If you know, you know. I don't know if I'm spelling it or saying it right, but God, I haven't seen one of those in like 10 years. Those things are terrifying. Okay, anyways. Sweet Tooth Candy Store. It's your candy store. Surprising color scheme for a candy store, I gotta say. At least one with like bright colors, but nonetheless, I think it works. Alright, but yeah. So candy store, we can get fat. Yeah, candy store. Clark's Jewelry. So this is the jewelry store here above the ship. So very nice area. Your watches, rings, more rings, necklaces and necklaces. So very nice jewelry store. Very simple, very modern. Mushroom stem. Love the block choice. Really like that block a lot. And the calcite and the quartz pillars. Again, very nice block choices with the gray too. I'm usually hesitant to use normal stone or like cobblestone, but I think it's done very well here. So I can move on. Nice little seating areas, some more greenery, and then you have Ray-Ban. Got nice glasses. Pretty realistic actually to have that in the middle of the mall area. Let me make sure. I think I'm missing. Nope. Okay. Next up, you have the liquor and lights. This is your liquor store above the ship, and cigars. Very nice detail there. Cigars are a big thing on ships because they have designated smoking areas, and you see some people with some crazy cigars. But you got rum, very important, especially on the sea. Champagne and vodka, again, very important. But I don't actually think you can open the bottles until you get off the ship. But maybe that's just a carnival thing. All right, and then Prada. You got your Prada shop. Very nice stair details again, and then the walls. At least using the walls to add texture to the wall or depth. Very nice. Again, got your back area over here, and then a very cool stair design. All right, moving on. Next district, the dining district. So again, you can tell the districts are split up along these 2 decks. They're split up very well. You have the party district, shopping district, and now you have the dining district. So this is 84th. This is a restaurant. This might be my favorite place on my ship. So this is your steakhouse. I just gotta say, this is wonderful. I really like how this looks. That is a really, really cool light design. I'm totally stealing that with the hopper. Oh yeah. Alright, nonetheless, it's your steakhouse. So, oh man, lag spike. Alright, this is your steakhouse. Again, 2 decks. You got windows up here. Seating all around. You got the dice. Such a cool detail to have that. Yeah, nice little steakhouse. Very nice. Probably one of my more favorite areas on the ship, although the entire ship is great. I think this is just amazing. Alright. Nonetheless, moving on. You got the burgers and beer. Because what else do you need, right? Nice little art detail there. And then again, the signs. So burgers, beer, self-explanatory. Very nice area. Yeah, and great floor detail here. I like the stripes. And is this mud? Oh no, it's smooth basalt. And acacia wood? Yeah. Very nice. Alright, and then another area here. I gotta point out. The way this deck is straight all the way until here. And then it sort of juts out right here with the Isabella's Trattoria. I'm not sure what that is. I haven't heard of it. But again, I'm sure it's a dining area, and it looks nice. So this one is actually 2 floors with seating on both decks. And then the carpet, again, is very nice. Green, white, and red. Very nice. Yeah, alright. And then, again, another open area. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And then again, with the wood facing a different direction. It's a very cool detail. Across the way, you have the captain's table. It's obviously named after the captain of the ship. Yeah, nice area. Love the coloring here. And yeah, with the black stone, polished black stone, nether bricks, acacia, anvils again, and then the bubble coral block. I think, no, that's brain. Yeah. Nonetheless, we can move on. All right, stop and go, sushi and bowls. Looks like a little smaller area, like fast food. Where you stop, get the sushi, and you go. So, bar area, little seating, and you get sushi, and it's nice. All right, okay, this is the second of, I believe, 3 main restaurants, maybe 2, but this is the Lot's Wall restaurant. So, we can find the middle area, but this is one of your main spectacles of the Everest. So, very large dining room here at the back of the ship. Very nice as well, gotta say. You got 2 decks with just a bunch of seating, nice wall here, and then again with the larger, more luxurious seating. It's a little niche detail that adds a lot to it, I gotta say. And yeah, ceiling fixtures are done very well, I will say that. And then again, the coloring is great with the white and brown, but it's not like your typical white and brown that you see on a lot of cruise ships. Using the calcite, it's very nice detail. And then the diorite stairs, it's a very unique choice. I gotta say, it does work well, especially on this ship. So, nonetheless, here's the second floor up here. I believe there's an outside area as well. We can check that out. And then there's a nice overhang there, which obviously, you know me, I love open areas. I love overhangs. So I love this. And then, oh yeah, you gotta say this light fixture too. Very nice. This actually directly inspired the area on Elysian Reverence in that promenade area. And then also on Empress. So that was a direct inspiration. But nonetheless, there is an outside area over here. So very small outside area, but very nice. I can imagine dining out there, and it's probably very nice, especially with the views of the surrounding environment and ocean. Very nice. Yeah, all right. So I believe that's it for the district areas. All right, and now to tour my favorite part of the ship. This is the Monte Carlo Casino. So this is your main casino here aboard the ship. I gotta say, I absolutely love this. I love every single part of it. I think it's unbelievable. Just the 2 decks, the open areas, the detailing, the floor is unbelievably good. So you got your massive roulette tables here in the middle. Nice clock. Really cool light fixture here. Where you get your markers, and then you have your slot machines all the way around here on the first floor, and then on the second floor you got more slot machines, and then you have your poker tables, blackjack tables, so all the way around, and then just general seating. It's just a really cool area. And then you have the windows here going out to the front and all the way around. Just a really cool area, very detailed casino. I absolutely love it. Again with the anvils. But yeah, just a really cool area here on the ship. And again, just this open area is unbelievable, and I absolutely love it. And so yeah. All right, so coming from the Centrum, this is the next area here on the ship. This is the Boulevard, which is sort of another main sort of promenade area. So starting off, we can start off with the Anchor. So, all right, the Anchor Bar and Grill. So this is a nice little bar and grill area, and very nice coloring. Love the display tiles. And you got a bar area, you got your seating, and then you got your outside area where you can order food. And you also have this nice deck that spans all the way down. I will go around and show it off, but nonetheless, we will move on through here. So, okay, you got the piano bar, live music. Again, I love using the heads as a way of text. And then also, I almost missed this, but this piano detail here, very, very nice, especially with it actually matching what a piano looks like. Very nice detail. Very large piano back here, as you can see. And then, really nice for what block is this? Reinforced deep slate. I have never seen that block used before in my life, but it looks nice. Quartz bricks. You got your bar, you got your piano, live music, when it's outside. Music fades a little probably when you're outside, but still, just having it faintly in the background with also the sound of the waves clashing. Very nice mix. If you ever been on a ship, you know that. So, yep. And then using banners as well. Very nice detail. And we can move on to the Mercado Mexicano, which is the Mexican restaurant here by the ship. And again, great theming. So yeah, great area. I don't think there's no outside area on this for this restaurant, but still, nonetheless, very nice area. And then I believe this is sand. Oh, suspicious sand. That's interesting. Very cool detail. It takes a very detailed eye to find that stuff. And then this nice bush area here with the stairs going around to market. Very, very nice. All right, now we can move on to the Swedish restaurant. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Nonetheless, this is a Swedish restaurant. So this is a Swedish line. So you got to have a Swedish restaurant, right? So very nice detail. Love the striped floor here. And then I believe this is mangrove. Yep, mangrove and white walls along with the wooden floor. Makes for a very nice area. We see nice plants here. And then no outside area, but you can see outside, which is nice. So again, very nice restaurant. And so yeah, moving on here, you have the ice cream parlor, which is very cool, very nice. Again with the prismarine and prismarine and dark prismarine. That's a good match. Nice little stripes on the wall over here. Very cool detail. Very large ice cream area, I will say. And it also has a door to the outside, which is very nice. So another very nice area, I gotta say. Again, with the detailing, you can see here this giant, roof here to make it look like an actual building. It's just a really cool detail. And you have a tree. Very nice birch tree. Very, very nice. And then this is just a hallway to an elevator. All right, moving on here. You have the Machiro's Hibachi, your hibachi area. So if you don't know what that is, they cook the food in front of you, and it's really cool. It's very performative as well. So, yeah, very nice area. Very cool coloring. I like the jungle wood combined with the blackstone. It's a nice little contrast. Again, very cool. And then the display tile ceiling. I like that. So, yeah, nice area. And then you just have a coffee house, which is actually the same as the one that was on deck 5. So, very nice. And then across from here, you have the Schengen Zoo hot pot. So Asian food restaurant, hot pot. I believe this is where you cook the food yourself. I think, not too sure. I think so. I also like this dried kelp. Yep, dried kelp block. I love it. I want to use it, but I haven't gotten around to it. But it's a very, very nice block, and I like it, and I like how it's used here, especially. All right. Nonetheless, move on here, and this is the outside pool, and I want it to be day for this. All right. Sunset snacks, snack bar next to the pool, and then now on the other side you have the Castaway Tiki bar. So it's just your bar, and then you have your massive pool area here on the back of the ship. Very nice area. I gotta say, this is pretty insane. Just an insane amount of detail, and it's just an unbelievable stern. Yeah, so you have your pool here, infinity pool, as you can look out on the infinite horizons, and then another pool up here, different color. One uses prismarine bricks, one uses dark prismarine, so very nice detail there. And then there is an inside up here, so I'll check that out in a little bit, but yep. And then again with the asymmetry I was talking about with this sort of overhang and it not being over here, very nice. Love that. Love seeing that on the stern. And then it's just seating all around. And it's just an unbelievable area. So yeah, now we can check out what's in here. So, very large area. Wow. Alright, this is the Affluent Club. So I believe this is like your there's affluent cabins. So only a specific cabin type can actually access this area. And it has its own spa. That's really cool, actually. So you got your massage rooms, and yeah, that's really cool. It has its own personal spa. But yeah, it's a lounge area. You got a bar here, and I'm sure you can get food somewhere. So it's a nice little area that is only available to here. And I believe this is also only available to affluent cabins. I would assume so, because that would make sense to have this as a private area, and then have this be your public area. And so, yeah, now we can move on to the next area. All right, this is the Oceaneers Plaza. So this is another one of those promenade areas, the second of two. This one, as you can see, does not have a covered ceiling though. But here we have an arcade. So you got your coins, your Ultra Punch, nice detail here. You punch the thing and you try to get the high score, promoting violence, which is nice. You get your air hockey table here. Shooter game here. Motorcycle simulators, and your normal crane machines, and then obviously a door to the outside area. So super nice details in here. I really like how every game is actually built, and it's not just a bunch of these. You also have like the shooter game, motorcycle games, which is really cool, and then the punching bag is very cool as well. And then you also have a VR area, which is very cool. Virtual reality. So you're in here, you can play games in here, and yeah, very nice, really cool detail, because that is something you would see on a modern cruise ship. All right, nonetheless, on the other side we have the Bahama Lounge, which is the teens club here aboard the ship. So this is ages 13 through 17. You got a nice little movie theater over here, a lot of seating. You got a vending machine over here with the soda, and then you got your PlayStations. And then you have your outdoor area, which is just more seating, and then it is sectioned off, which is really nice. Trust me, that is a good thing. All right. And then one thing I will say with this, I noticed the theme here. This is the kids area. It's good to have them sectioned off from the rest of the ship. That is very important because they can be very loud. But again, fantastic details up here, making it look like a beach house. And then you got your controller here. On the wall over here you have the Birdline Daycare, which is the daycare aboard the ship, which is pretty much ages like under 5 probably. You have a nap room, which are nice. I forget what they're called. It's been a while since I've been to one, so it's my fault. You got like a slide here, cool little foam area, a ball, nice bamboo stairs. I like that. I like the colors here. It's more like a pink and tan, which is pretty much what babies are associated with. And then over here you have the Birdline Kids Club, which is 4 through 12. So yeah, basic kids club. You got Pirate Cove over here. Pirate Cove. The ship and the like mast, and it's like a sinking ship on a beach. Very nice. And you have your PlayStations. I will say though, it's a little interesting to have ages 4 through 12. That's pretty broad, but nonetheless, I think it works. I think it's fine. And then cool little fixtures out here. And yeah, this brings this brings us back to Seaside Plaza, which is the third deck of the Centrum area. And there's another piano bar over. Oh wait, no, we already toured that. All right, nonetheless, now it's time to head up to the pool decks. All right, I'm gonna be a little brief up here because I don't want to spend too much time touring the ship. If you want to check the ship out, it is on the Nystad building server. I think it's at /warp Lil. It's somewhere in his yard if you want to check it out, and it's on that server. If you want to join that server, the IP will be in the description. But nonetheless, this is the top of the ship, which is absolutely massive. So I believe this is the adults only area, which I gotta see. Yeah, it's the summit, adults only, so it's like the summit of Mount Everest. So you have a bar, bunch of seating around here, and then you have an area down here, which I'll quickly check out because I believe this is part of the spa. Yeah, the reverse spa. So, okay, this pretty much shows you what's in there. Okay, so this is a very nice area. I wanted to check it out because this is again one of the highlights of the ship personally for me. Very nice area. You got your hot tubs, your seating all around, and it's just a really nice area. Very detailed with the white and brown with the tan up here. Fitness center over here, so it's a nice little gym, goes all the way around. Love the floor, by the way, using bedrock. Very nice detail. Yoga studio, and yep, And then here is the Eden Solarium. Again, one of the highlights. This is an unbelievable area, spanning multiple decks. I mean, this is just a... It's a height of shipbuilding that very few people get to, I gotta say. I don't even think I've gotten here myself. I don't think I've ever built something as pretty much unbelievable as this. So, yeah, but you got multi-layer pools. It's a super, very cool area with the greenery all around. Break out of here to show the outside area, the seating, and then we can go back up to the top, circle around. So, up here, more seating area. Very nice per usual. Now we can come here. You have your main pool area with your main TV. So you got this sectioned off seating area. I'm sure they have movies and such as over there. And then more seating over here. It's pretty much just seating all around at a bunch of bars like this one. And then you have the Peak Outdoor Club. And my game just froze again. Okay, there we go. We're back. All right. So a detail I wanted to say is, again, with the asymmetry, this is an unbelievable area where you have goes like this, goes in, but then you also have this going down, so it spans multiple decks. It's just so cool. So cool. And then another burger joint. And then an Asian kitchen area. So there's just so many different areas, and it's just unbelievable how big the ship is. And then you have a nice seating area over here. So you have a champagne bar here, and then a nice little overhang. This is a, what is it? Pete's Crab Shack seafood area. Fortunately, I'm allergic to seafood, so probably not the area for me, but I'm sure it's good. And this brings us to the buffet. So we go up these stairs and brings us to the Pinnacle Buffet, which is in the Windjammer area. So a very nice buffet area with a really, really cool light there. I really like that. Spans multiple decks. It's just really cool. You got your actual food areas here. The ice cream, big treats, dessert area, pizza. You get your plates and cups there. Burgers, pasta, salad, chicken sandwich. I'm going to assume that's what that is. And then obviously, please wash your hands. Very important area. Very important. So yep, that is the buffet area, and then we can come back here to the sports area. So you have your basketball court here with the basketballs, net, hoop, 3-point line. So yep. And then the window of the buffet there. And then you have the squid park, cool little squid thing. Very cool detail again, very immersive. The ocean themes, and yeah, and then a rock climbing wall. Really detailed rock climbing wall too. I really like that. So yeah. And then again, you have another view of the stern, which is unbelievable. And then you also have this seating area here. And then there's another area, Gardens of Eden, cafe. There's just so much. My goodness. All right. But yeah. So nice little bamboo theme. Let's say you have nice little seating areas here that go look over the promenade area, and a bar, cafe area. Very nice views of the aft and the wake that should be there, but I pasted the ship in and I didn't put a wake, but nonetheless, because it's not my ship. So more seating, more lounges, and yeah. And then the last but not least, let me make it day. Again, you got your smokestack, and then you have the water park, which is the last thing. I wanted to save this for last, and it will be last. So here's the water park. I believe there's 1, 2, 3, 4 slides. Yes, there's 4 slides, at least 4 large ones. And yep, so this one is a really cool sort of toilet bowl slide. Yep, you get dumped off in here, spin around a little bit, and then you go down and you finish the slide down here. So it's called the Spire, which is probably the name of the actual like tower itself. Does water park have a name? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. So maybe it's just a Spire water park, but nonetheless, it is a very nice water park. And then you have a pool here, with more seating. And very cool like pictures here. And then you have a water thing that probably dumps water on the people underneath it. So again, very nice area. And then you have more pools over here, which are like your main pools. Um, and I think, is there one more pool that I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing a pool. No, I don't think I am. All right, so I think that's actually it for the ship. So yeah, that is it. Hold on, let me put my render distance up so you can actually see the ship. Not 45, we do not need that. Yep, as it loads in. Oh man, okay, I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, nonetheless, it's fine now. So that is it for this very long tour. Probably went a little more in depth than I originally planned to, but that is just how unbelievable this ship is. I believe that this is easily the best ship I have personally seen in Minecraft. Especially because it's custom, because it's just very hard to build a custom ship this large because there's just so many areas you have to do. But nonetheless, that is it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Again, the ship is on the 9 building server, and all credit goes to Lillidde. He's the one who built this. He deserves all the credit because this is an unbelievable build, something that I don't think I could ever do. And I know this ship took him like 2 years, maybe even 3, maybe 4. I know it took him multiple years though, so I gotta say, shout out to him. This is an unbelievable ship. It takes an unbelievable amount of endurance to actually build something like this. So very happy for him, and very happy that I was able to tour this ship. So yeah, again, leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.